Good morning. It is Nancy Jutton, your Sizzling Speaker Sheet Makeover artist, and I am here on Thursday, October 24th for our fourth and final live call that is part of the Sizzling Speaker Sheet Get It Done Challenge. And it could very well be that I'm going to be here all by myself, but I show up and deliver the magic regardless. And so what I'm going to do today to start is I'm going to talk about Michael Ann Conley's speaker sheet, which she submitted earlier this morning. And I offered some wonderful comments about what a great job she's done. And I also want to call out some suggestions to make it even better. So I will, as I share these suggestions with you, you might find a parallel lesson that will be relevant for you and your speaker sheet, in which case that it will be very useful for you to tune into the replay as you are doing now or soon. All right, so Michael Ann Volterra is a licensed marriage and family counselor, and her topic is Kiss Your Stress Goodbye, and she writes New Math for Navigating the Holidays and All of Your Days. And I think that's pretty good. It's very timely, but I think it would be even better if it said, Kiss Your Stress Goodbye, discover the new math for navigating the holidays with peace and joy, because we know that she's going to help us kiss our stress goodbye, but what do we get in return? Where we're going to get more peace and joy. So we speak to the transformation right out of the box in the title. The other thing that she does is she simply describes herself as Michael Ann Conley, LMFT, and I think since this is a speaker sheet, we should put some sizzle in the steak and call her a holiday stress-busting speaker, Michael Ann Conley, because then at least we know what we're getting. Right now, by just sort of burying who you are under your credential, you're not really positioning yourself as a speaker, and that's a lost opportunity. I love the speaker description and the bullet points, because the bullet points have intrigue and curiosity, and they make me want to show up and listen to get the magic. And so good job there. One other little nitty-gritty thing, KISS in the description is written up as an acronym with periods after each of the letters, and I think you should be consistent and share that in the headline as well, because, and then I also think that since we're suggesting something around new math, maybe there's a way to visually portray an equation so that people can actually get the connection with new math. If you don't show some kind of an equation or some kind of a graphic element, they may not make the connection, and the message won't be as clear. And I love to use alliteration, I love to be clever, but I never want to do any of that to the expense of clarity. I love the testimonials, Michael Ann, what event planners and audiences are saying. As a speaker, Michael Ann has an engaging approach for supporting women leaders around work-life integration and success. Be ready to be entertained and deeply touched. Michael Ann connected powerfully with my audience, motivating them to lean into a better way to live. They were inspired to redesign their habits even before she left the stage. We can't wait to have her back. These are great comments. They're not a pleasure to have in class, can't wait to have her next year. I mean, there's something special and different they're saying about you, and that makes these really good testimonials. I love that you've got some beautiful logos showcased with Intuit, Women of Wellness, the Boom Doctors, Voice America. Those visual icons let people know at first glance that you've got something going on and that you're just not hanging out your shingle yesterday. And so speaking of visual icons, you mentioned that people can access a free Awaken to Inner Peace MP3 infusion. And I think that it would be useful if you had some kind of a visual icon about what that is. And then again, with the naming, I'm not sure what an MP3 infusion is. And if I'm not sure what it is, then I'm not sure I want to go get it. So maybe we need to call it something else. Download, and it's down 30 minutes to this 30 minutes to inner peace audio download. That tells us what it is and what's in it for me. That might be a better name for that, but calling it an MP3 infusion Some people might not understand what that is, and if they don't understand what it is, they won't go and get it. And that is a disservice to you and a disservice to them. Because when you have a gift that people want, not only do they hop on over to go get it, but you get their name and their email address so that you can follow up with them to see how else you can be of service. And that is a beautiful outcome for all of us when that happens. Now, with regard to your bio, I enjoyed reading your bio because I enjoy you and I appreciate the journey that you've been on. But this is more of a bio about the journey you've taken to find your way to do what it is that you do. And it isn't necessarily a bio that positions you as a speaker. And since this is a speaker sheet, that's really what we want to do. So what I did this morning is I pulled up a couple of bios for other speakers that have done a nice job here. And I wanted just to sort of juxtapose a couple, what they've done to give you some ideas about what you could do instead. So Ginny Lang is a riveting speaker and trainer and an expert in planning and development. Her easy, energized connection with audiences of all sizes and her attitude-changing wisdom and humor have motivated dedicated, mission-driven individuals for over 30 years. Notice that she first positions herself as a speaker, and then she mentions the other roles that she plays. She says what kind of a style and connection she has and that she's able to speak to audiences of all sizes, to change attitudes and bring humor. Her theater background and years of performance combined with her deep knowledge of the workings and culture of nonprofits give her the uncanny ability to read any room and give any audience a riveting and motivating treat. She's always a pleasure to meet, a joy to work with, and a fountain of long experience and expertise who adds value to every engagement. Then she says she's the founder of Lang Consulting and Enlightened Volunteers, a toolkit to raise the mutual benefit for nonprofit organizations and the people who work with and for them. Contact her for a custom quote so she can energize your conference, workshop, retreat, or training. You'll be glad that you did. This entire thing is all about what's in it for the audience and why she's the one that you want. What your bio does, Michael Ann, is it just sort of shares your journey that you've been doing it a long time. You were disenchanted with corporate America. You decided to do something else. You launched this health center. It's just sort of a chronological statement of who you are, but that's really not what we want for a speaker sheet. And I often say that not all bios are suitable for all situations. If you want a bio for a speaker sheet, then let the decision maker know what wow that you're about to deliver and why you're the best available talent to bring the magic. If you're looking for a client, then you want to have a client attracting bio. And the trouble with the bio that you have here is I'm not exactly sure what you really want to have happen. So if this was your client attracting bio, you might be even more, you might say something like, Michael Ann, clients can work with Michael Ann in several ways. One, they can rent space at her integrative health center and be part of the solution of solving health challenges for people, or they can work with you privately to find answers to resolve their own personal health mysteries. But right now, I'm not really sure what you really want. And so that would be a question for you is, what do you really want to have happen? Do you want people to rent space in your integrative health center? Do you want them to work with you privately in ongoing, deep, important transformational work? Or do you want them to hire you as a speaker? Because if you're not clear about what you want, then sometimes you don't get what you really desire. And that also is a disservice to you and everyone who has the privilege of getting the chance to work with you. So I thought I would share another example. Tommy Wolf, her bio, leading game-changing trainings and inspiring CEOs to increase their impact, sustainability, and profit from the live or virtual stage. Tommy Wolf's message is simple and profound. Use your business as a force for good. a seasoned entrepreneur and leader who grew her own business successfully from a bright idea to a seven-figure startup. Tommy is an award-winning business coach and consultant who's helped over 260 businesses, from Microsoft to Hewlett-Packard to one-man startups, to create powerful business strategies that fuel big results, to launch revolutions for good that are worth fighting for. She lets you know that leading trainings that accomplish this important goal is really what it's all about. So you know that she's positioning herself first and foremost as a speaker. So I hope that those suggestions are helpful to you, Michael Ann, for revising your bio so that it can be more of a speaker bio instead of everything you've done up until now. Because everything you've done up until now is more about you, and it's not about who it is that you want to attract to make the magic that you're here to affect. So that was the one speaker sheet that was submitted for this week. And so for those of you who are turning into the replay, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what's next? What's next? What's next? Well, I'll share a tip for Michael Ann, because hers is all about holiday stress. If you want to be talking about holiday stress, and today is October 24th, we've got Halloween, November, gratitude, and Christmas. And this last, 75 days of the year, sometimes it's hard to get a booking because people have already made those decisions. So in your case, I might suggest that you schedule a Be Live broadcast or a Facebook Live broadcast, and that you share it out to those who follow you on social media so that they can get the benefit of this talk in perfect timing. You are familiar with the 20-minute signature talk cheat sheet, where you start with your first mental image and you go through the various steps. I would challenge you, Michael Ann, to create a 20-minute talk that follows that format, and to schedule a call that you share with everyone who follows you on social media, and that you pay particular attention to the call to action that you want people to take, so that you could actually profit from this talk, whether you get booked or not. And I think that that would serve you very, very well. For those who are newer speakers that are feeling a little agitated or nervous about doing that, you can actually schedule a rehearsal for yourself using a product like Zoom, which is the platform we're using right now. And you can make an appointment with yourself on your own calendar when you're feeling really great. And you can deliver your talk into Zoom, record it, and upload it to YouTube. And what do you know? You can share a link to that in your newsletter that you share with all your subscribers. You can include a link to that in an autoresponder that you might be using to nurture your leads to one day become clients. You can share a link to that across your social media. Those are just 3 simple ways that you can repurpose a dress rehearsal so that people can benefit from your message, and most importantly, from your call to action. Because what most folks want is as many orders as possible, as many speaking gigs as possible, as many product purchases as possible, as many enrollment conversations as possible. So don't wait for an invitation to get booked between now and December 31st. Create opportunities for you to deliver your magic under the platforms over which you have 100% control. You might be surprised by the kind of impact you can make and the kinds of results, momentum that you can affect. Let's see. I'm happy to answer any questions if folks are here, and if people want to type into the chat, I'll just check on the chat to see if anybody's there. And I don't see anybody there, so it's just me today, which is sort of a bummer. But I show up. If there's one person that makes a post, I'll show up, and there you have it. So this is the final call for the October Get Your Sizzling Speaker Sheet Challenge. If you missed out on all 4 calls and are thinking, oh shoot, what can I do? What can I do? Or you've loved all the calls and you just want more of Nancy to support you as you move along, I actually I give you the opportunity to have 2 private calls with me where we can work on whatever it is that's the greatest obstacle that's stopping you from succeeding on a practical, tactical basis in your speaking career. And there's a lot of other value that I pack within that. So what I'm going to do is, in the chat, I'm going to post a link where you can You can go to bit.ly/personal attention. And if you click there, you can read about the business acceleration sessions that I provide, where you can work with me privately on a short hop basis without having to mortgage your house. I know an awful lot of people out there that are charging $10, $20, $30, $40,000 for the privilege of getting private help. I just don't particularly subscribe to that philosophy. But if you're wondering what the Business Accelerator package is all about, I'll work with you one-on-one on private Zoom conference calls to guide you to follow a smart path to quickly monetize your expertise and make more money while raising your voice and making your impact. You tell me where it hurts and I'll bring in the relief. You'll get 2 60-minute intensive sessions, and both of them will be recorded, and you'll get the replays too. And because I know that there's additional support that you need, I'm already prepared to provide it. I will critique your bio, your speaker sheet, your 20-minute talk, and your irresistible lead magnet, so that all of those items will have my eyes on them to make them even better than they are right now. That's your bio, your speaker sheet, your 20-minute talk, and your lead magnet. I will review and upgrade all of them during this engagement we have. You'll also benefit from anytime, anywhere access to my digital success library with lifetime access to powerful, practical audio and digital training resources that will help you fill the gaps in your skill set so you can grow your list, boost your business through the power of publicity, become a rockstar JV partner, make money from your book, become a master of new client enrollment, write materials that convert, and much, much more. That is lifetime access. And you can also have the flexibility to book your private sessions within 18 months of making your decision today. So if that is exciting to you, you can actually bank these 2 private sessions with me and all the support that goes with it for as long as 18 months for when you're really ready, and I'll be right here for you. So this is a $1,500 value, but I'm offering it to you for $997 if you simply use the link that I've provided and you act quickly. And I know so many people tell me that they have group fatigue and they just want it to be all about them, all about them. And if that's what you're craving, well, why not just sign on for a business acceleration session with me? That's those 2 private calls and all the goodies that we just talked about. You have 18 months to use them. It's just going to be the 2 of us, private, intimate, linking arms, making a difference. We can do it virtually with a Zoom call. And if you happen to be in Bellingham, Washington, if you'd prefer to come to my beautiful view home and sit across my dining room table, we can have a couple-hour session right there. So that's what that's all about. I hope that you have enjoyed the Get Your Sizzling Speaker Sheet Challenge. I know I have delighted in sharing tips and inspiration and makeovers for all of those who have participated. And if you have not participated, why is that? I'm on a results revolution. I like it when people sign up for things and take advantage of whatever it is that they've purchased to get the outcome that was promised. You get the opportunity to enjoy these videos for as long as they serve you. But my invitation is for you to actually get this done, because when you do, you can get booked. You can speak in front of the right people. You can convert more of those people to become followers and fans and clients. You can quadruple or make your income even better than you ever thought it could be. But if you keep on struggling with perfectionism and waiting for some other opportunity to get this done, opportunities just come and go, and you might be sitting on the curb wishing that you had gotten on the bus. And that's really what it is that I'm saying, is get on the bus. If you love speaking, speaking more is probably the single best marketing strategy to get the buzz built about your business so more of the right people to do business with you. And then you can sidestep some of the tech babble that might not be in your genius and just show up and be you and have it be good enough. I know for myself that has been a very, very big part of what success I've achieved in my life and work over the last decade. And that's why I'm so passionate about teaching people about how to do it. So I won't stay longer than absolutely necessary since I'm the only one here today, but I do appreciate the opportunity to be of service. Thank you for saying yes to your success. Whether you joined me live or joined by replay, please take in the magic and feel good about the transformation. And if there's other ways that we can help each other, I'd love to explore them. For the short term, I think the Business Accelerator package is a really great value and an extraordinary way to get hand-holding and support. And if that speaks to you, go to bit.ly/personal attention, and you will have that in spades. So with that said, this is Nancy Jutton, your Get Known to Get Paid mentor and your sizzling speaker sheet igniter for good. And I look forward to crossing paths with you one day soon from the big stage, the virtual stage, or the stage that's right for your message. With that, I say bye-bye for now. Thanks for being a part of it.